because other persons killed him. So actually, if he would be a god, then actually no one could kill him.
They go to another woman and then they say, "Thank you, mom, for taking care of me."
Okay, I would say, why are you such a liar? Yes. I'm not. I don't have a religion.
Okay, but do you believe in God?
Yes, actually, yes.
Okay.
And also, I know so much from my friend about the
Islam. Okay, that's good. That's good. So I mean, from what she shared to you about Islam, so what's your view about Islam?
She know more about the Christian. Christian.
Yeah.
But just now you said that your friends already shared to you about Islam, right? So I mean, I'm more interested to know what is your view after you listen about Islam?
I think it's a really nice religion.
Okay.
Actually, yes.
Okay.
Of course, and yeah.
But have you looked through on the concept of God in Islam?
I didn't understand because it was a bit loud.
Oh, okay. You know the concept of God in Islam?
Of the meaning Allah.
Yeah, about Allah.
Yeah.
So you know about
Muhammad and
okay.
all this, yeah.
Okay. When we say about Allah, His attribute, His criteria. From your point of view, do you have any problem to believe that His criteria is actually a criteria of God?
I don't have no, there's no problem actually, yes.
Okay, alright. So meaning that what's stopping you from believing in Islam if let's say you don't have problem?
I try to also read the Quran, not only in the internet. I don't have a Quran at home.
Oh, okay. You want in English?
Oh yes, if you have. Also,
yeah, we do have.
Also have another link, but not in German, I guess. Oh, okay.
Let me check. Zamil, ambil English. Germany on hard copy we don't have. We only have on in the internet. We do have it in English.
Translation.
Yes, it's a translation. Okay.
Oh, dengan itu sekali.
Yeah, this translation and also the Arabic text.
Oh,
okay.
nice.
Right. So, just now I will just share to you how you want to read the Quran. Okay. So this is the above here. This is the number of the chapter. Two. This is the chapter 2. Right. So 94 until 101 is the verse. So 94. So 94 until 101. So this is the verse. Alright. So to make it easy, because the Quran is not like a Bible.
Yeah, I started to reading from the beginning and I don't understand.
Yes, because the Quran was being revealed to Prophet Muhammad according to a different occasion. So it's not like a God sent to Prophet Muhammad in a one copy of book. No, he sent little by little. Okay. Right. So that's why if you realize the first revelation that been sent to Prophet Muhammad is about this. Okay, this is God sent to Prophet Muhammad, chapter 96, okay. The first one is Iqra. Iqra means read or recite. So God sent 5 chapter, not 5 chapter, 5 verse to Prophet Muhammad. So first I will say that Iqra bismi rabbikal ladzi khalaq means read in the name of your Lord who has created all that exists. Okay. So when you see the first verse itself that been sent to Prophet Muhammad is about read, meaning God is actually command Prophet Muhammad to go and learn, because Prophet Muhammad he cannot read and he cannot write. He is illiterate, and during that time the community over there, they are illiterate also. Many of them, they are illiterate. They don't have much knowledge about God. They don't have much knowledge about religion. But the only thing is, according to Prophet Muhammad, he knows that God is not among of us. Anything that we can see, it cannot be God. Right. Because why? If let's say God can become something, then God is become limited. Right. Because in this world, we are whatever there is within this world is limited, right?
Yeah.
But outside that, it is unlimited. So his logic is, the idols that his people is worshipping, I mean, it cannot be a god. So from there, he start to know. Okay, I mean, he already reject all of their idols. Okay, and in Islam, when people say that, okay, how we want to know which one is the true, which one is God and which one is not God, right? In Islam, God made it very simple for us to identify which one is the true God or not.
Okay.
Because just now you say that you believe in God, right? But when I ask you, how do you want to know which one is God? According to you, how you want to know?
I would say actually we all believe in one God.
Okay, yes, we believe in one God.
So everyone, but maybe everyone see or everyone's imagination of God is a different imagination.
Okay, right. So when you say about imagination, you know, human imagination is limited to what they can see.
Yes.
Whatever that is inside this world. Okay. But whatever is outside that, it is human cannot imagine. Okay. So again, just now, if you remember when I said to you that whatever that we can see is not God. So when you say that it is according to human imagination, so is it God or not God?
No, actually not, because it's limited.
Yes, alright. So, I mean, then there will be the challenge. Okay, when we say that anything that we can imagine is cannot be considered as God, then what? I mean, then how we want to know which one is the true God? What is the criteria of God?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So in Islam, God want to make it simple because, I mean, people have come up with many criteria, so it make people confused. So God do not want people to confuse, because why? The purpose of God sent us here. I mean, we have a main purpose, and when He give us a purpose, He don't want us to go astray from the purpose. Okay. So He want to make us simple, our life to make it simple. So He reveal about what is His criteria. A criteria that is very simple, and we can just use our logic. We can see either it is logic or not. Okay? So in Islam, we got, there's one chapter that God reveal about His criteria. It is called as Surah Al-Ikhlas. Al-Ikhlas means sincere, sincerity. Okay? So God said that the first one is Kul huwallahu ahad. Means, say, O Muhammad, He is Allah, the one. The one. Okay? Meaning that God is.
I know this. I know this.
Oh, you know about this one? Yes.
She always told me about this.
All right.
Yes.
That's good. Okay. So let us analyze.
So I mean, it's coming. I remember this one. I want to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we try to analyze. So when God said that He is only one, okay.
And there was no other God.
There is no other God.
Yeah.
I mean, when we say about one, can it be like 3 in 1 or 4 in 1, 2 in 1? Can it be like that?
No, that's why actually the question is for me too confusing.
Yes, all right.
Because they believe in 3 in 1.
Yes. So I mean, to make it simple, God said that He is only one, meaning there's nothing. There's no 2 gods, there's no 3 gods, and there's no 3 in 2 or 3 in 1 and so on. Okay. So God made it simple. I mean, He's only one. He's the highest one. Okay. So according to logic, is logic, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that is number 1. Number 2 is Allahus Samad. Means Allah as-Samad means the self-sufficient master whom all creation need. He neither eats or drinks. Meaning that, okay, we try to analyze. God said that He doesn't need anyone. He doesn't depend on anything. But everything depend on Him.
Yes, I understand.
So according to when we say about God, do God need to depend on something?
No.
No, right. If they say God eat and drink,
It's actually cannot be true.
cannot, right. Because if they say God required to eat, meaning that the food is more superior than Him.
Ah, okay, I understand.
Right. Like for us here, we human being, can we not eat and drink?
No one can.
Well, actually, we can.
Yeah, but
But only limited, right?
Yeah, yes, I want to say.
We can try our best. Oh, I don't want to eat.
Yeah, but only maybe 3 days or something.
Right, 3 days, 2 days.
2 weeks you can actually.
Yes,
but not drink. Yeah.
Like we human being, do we require to sleep?
Yeah, of course we need.
We need, right? If let's say we try our best not to sleep at all, what going to happen to us? Going to haywire, right? But God doesn't need that, right? So meaning we can say that meaning everything is depend on God. God doesn't depend on something. So we say that is number 2. God doesn't depend on anything, but everything depend on Him. Okay, number 3 is lam yalid wa lam yulad, means He begets not, nor He was begotten.
What is begets?
Begets means you have been born.
Okay. There is no beginning and
There's no
end.
there's no beginning and there's no end. Right. So if let's say God, when we say about God, does He require any beginning?
No, actually, no.
No, right. And when we say about end, there's no beginning and there's no end. End means they die, right?
Yeah.
So if we think logic, can God die?
No.
No, right. If let's say God die, then who going to manage this world, right?
Yeah, okay.
Even a second, it's something is impossible. Although we say that God, yes, God is almighty, He is powerful, but God will not going to do something that is go against His nature.
Yeah.
So if let's say we say that, okay, God, yes, He's powerful, but He cannot die. Because why? Because His nature is, He cannot die, right? So that is number 3. And number 4 is walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad, and there is none co-equal or comparable unto Him.
Yes.
So when He say there's no co-equal and comparable unto Him, this is where just now I mentioned to you earlier.
Yes.
Anything that we can see, it is something that we can compare. Everything that we can imagine is something that we can compare.
Yeah, I understand.
So God is we cannot imagine. That's why if you ask any Muslim,
Yeah.
okay, how does God looks like?
Yeah.
We say,
No one
we don't know.
can see. Yeah.
We cannot see, because we cannot see Him. Because why? God is not like a human being, like His creation. Okay? So if you look through on these 4 criteria, does it make sense to you? That God,
Yeah, it's because my friend also told me about the Surah, but I had never the chance actually to read a book, read the Quran, and
Find a German version. Want more understand.
yeah, hard copy is a bit hard sikit lah.
but it's
Kalau ada yang PDF, boleh kita bagi tingkat.
No, PDF, she can just scan there. We do have.
Okay.
We do have the German.
Okay.
And also audio also we have.
that's nice. That's nice.
Itu translation tu, cakap bahasa
Yes,
tu.
yes. Right.
But I think this one is nice, and I can only But she said to me the only good translation is the Arabic one, but of course I cannot really.
Actually, this is the Arabic.
Yes, because I cannot really understand Arabic. So actually, this is.
Oh, you understand
really,
Arabic?
No, I
Okay.
cannot.
Alright,
But
okay.
when I read.
Dia perbezaan dengan Bible begitu. Sebab dia ingat macam Bible kan macam orang yang macam.
Oh, okay. No, when we say about Arabic, this is actually the verse. You see, this is the Arabic word.
Yeah.
When it was being revealed to Prophet Muhammad, and up until today, this is the same.
Oh, okay.
So if let's say you want to say, if you want to find original copy of the Quran, actually this is the original copy.
Okay, good.
Okay, because why this is the Arabic? The only thing is what we do is because Arabic is not our mother tongue in Malaysia.
Yes.
So that's why we put translation. This is the closest meaning.
I understand.
Okay?
Yes.
And actually it already being acceptable lah. Okay. Alright. So when we say about just now about the concept of God, you say that it makes sense to you and it is logic to you. Okay. So meaning what you can do is you can take these 4 criteria, meaning that number 1 is God is only one. Everything depends on Him. He doesn't depend on anything. He have no beginning and end. And then lastly, He is. There's nothing compared to Him. So you take these 4 criteria and you compare to other gods.
Okay.
Like for example, okay, in Christianity, okay, who is the God according to Christian?
It's also Jesus because they have the Trinity, and
Okay,
it's
right.
a bit weird.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So let's say we take example Jesus, right? Okay, let us put test as a test. Does Jesus fulfill these 4 criteria or not?
What does Jesus?
Okay, when we say about Jesus, okay, now you can take Jesus and you can put as a test.
So you mean okay?
As a test for
Of
this
course, there
criteria.
was actually a beginning because he was born,
Yes.
and for this world actually an end because he was nailed on the cross. Yes.
Yes. So you can see that from this minimum, I mean this is the minimum criteria. It's not the maximum. This is the minimum criteria that God said that if let's say you want to know which one is the true God, use these 4 criteria. So if let's say the God that we say is that God that we claim it is a God doesn't fulfill all of these 4, then we cannot say it is as a God.
Okay, I understand.
Okay?
Yes.
So now just now you say that Jesus have beginning and end, right? So he already doesn't have the third criteria, right? And Jesus is someone who we can imagine, right? We can
Actually,
picture, right?
yes, because there was somehow a picture of him that exists
Yes.
somehow. Yes.
And the way how he look like a human being, right?
Yes, of course.
So meaning that he already doesn't have the 4th criteria and also the third criteria. Okay. And then number 2, God doesn't depend on something. Does Jesus depend on something?
I think that's a difficult question, but actually yes, because he needs to become born,
Yeah.
and as he died, but because other persons killed him. So actually, if he would be a god, then actually no one could kill him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So from our logical thinking.
Yes. And even according to the Bible also, I mean before he was being crucified, he did make a prayer to God, right? He
Yeah,
said
so
that.
actually he needs to pray to himself. So
Yes.
no one.
Yeah. So meaning that Jesus already doesn't have more than 3 criteria. I mean the minimum criteria. So he doesn't meet the minimum criteria. So automatically you can say that Jesus is not God. Then automatically, if Jesus is not God, then can we say that Christianity is a true religion?
Well, I cannot really say it because of course I respect the Christianities and the religion, and also my children are Christians. So they, of course, I would. When I say no, that's not true. I feel like I would insult them in their religion.
Okay.
Know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say.
What they believe must not be what I believe. for
Yeah.
example.
So, I mean, regardless, when we say about what they believe, if let's say the things that we believe is considered as truth,
Yes.
truth is truth.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, that's why there's a saying that people say that sometimes truths can be painful.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Of course.
I mean, it's not your intention to harm them, to make them feel pain.
Yeah.
But if let's say you know that that is not true, then I mean there's no problem for us to say that it is not true.
Yeah.
Even though for them maybe it's a bit painful. But when it's not something true, then we need to tell the truth.
Yeah. I understand.
Because if let's say we want to, to keep their heart, we cannot become good parents.
Yeah.
Because there's another saying that people say that a father need to be cruel to be kind. Right. A father who loves their children, how much they love the children, they also sometimes they need to scold the children.
Yeah,
They
of
also need to be cruel to the children.
Yeah.
Because why? Because they know it is something that is going to harm them.
Yeah.
So when we say about religion, yes, religion is a personal choice. But we know that when we believe there is God, God exists, and He sent there's a purpose for us. And if let's say we don't fulfill our purpose, then we will end up to heaven or hellfire.
No, we don't. I guess Muslims doesn't have a hell.
But we do have.
As I understood, it's not like the Christians hell. So as I understood, the Muslims come to something like they have to. I cannot really translate how I mean. Where they can must say what they have done bad in their life, and after they no.
After they've been accountable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then they can enter actually the heaven.
Heaven or hell, right? Okay. Actually, in Christianity also the same.
Yeah, but actually, I think, but as I understood, it's not for Muslims too. They cannot be forever in hell. Because when they say they know they did wrong, and they what is the word? Oh, I don't have my
Oh yeah,
phone.
you want to translate from
Yes.
German?
They say, oh, I know I did wrong. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? And
Repent. Is it repent?
yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Actually, in Islam also we do have repent.
Yes, that's what I mean
Yeah.
with the Islam. And in Christianity, it's you only have to believe Jesus died for all our sins, and that's it.
Yeah.
And if you doesn't believe, there is actually a problem to come in heaven.
Yeah.
And that's
I mean, but still, I mean, when you mention that when you mention that there's a problem to go to heaven,
yeah.
meaning that they will go to hellfire, right?
Actually, yes. Or yeah. Yeah.
So anyone who don't believe Jesus died for our sin, they will go to hellfire, right? So,
Yeah, actually yes.
Yeah.
Would go nowhere or something.
Yes.
Actually, if you believe there's heaven or hell, you can only go to heaven or to hell.
Yes, right. Okay. So actually, it's the same concept in Islam. Okay. In Islam, if you don't believe that the true God, okay, is the true God, and He is the God that we need to worship, okay, and then He sent the messenger, then we cannot go to His heaven. Okay? Because why? Because He is the owner of paradise, of heaven. Okay? So when you want to enter to His heaven, He already put like a condition there. The condition is very simple. Condition is you just need to acknowledge Him, you believe in Him, and then you worship Him. I mean, that's already enough. But what happened is, imagine if, let's say, for example, one day when your kids grow up, okay, what will be your response if, let's say, when they grow up, out of suddenly they said to you that you are not my mother?
Okay.
After you have take care of them when they are still child, and then now they grow up. Now what they do is they say that you are not my mother, and what they do is they go to another woman, and then they say, thank you, mom, for taking care of me.
Okay, I would say why I was such a liar. Yes,
So,
I would be sad actually because yeah.
you'll be sad. And is that a way? Is that the right way for us to? For your kids to, to say thanks or be grateful to you? No, right?
No.
What is the correct way for them to be grateful to you?
To say it to me.
To say to you, right? Right. It's the same thing. Now you imagine the true God. He's the one that create all of us. He's the one that give us all the blessing. Regardless, either we believe in Him or not believe in Him, but He still give us the blessing. Now, when He already give you all the blessing, you have your life, good life in this world. The only thing that He just requests us to do is just be grateful to Him.
Yeah.
Don't be grateful to the false God.
Yeah, I understand.
Right. So that's why, for Him to make it easy, that's why He do tell us what is His minimum criteria, so that for us to understand much more easier how we can differentiate which one is the true God and which one is not the true God. Okay. So if you look at this is the criteria, you can see that this criteria doesn't go against on your logic, right?
Yeah.
So this criteria is fit only to Allah alone.
Only two?
Only to Allah alone.
Yeah.
So Allah is not only the God for Muslim, but actually is a God for all human beings. Okay? Because why? Because He said that in this verse.
I won't hold that against you.
Okay. What the Allah says? Allah says that Allah, okay, the ever living, the one who sustains and protect all that exists, and the slumber nor sleep overtake him. Okay, meaning that he doesn't sleep or he doesn't, feel asleep. To him belong whatever is in the heaven and whatever is on the earth. So everything in this world, in this earth and the heaven, is all belong to him. He's the creator. Okay? Who is he that can intercede with him except with his permission? He knows what happened to them, okay, in this world, and what will happen to them in the hereafter. And they will never compass anything of his knowledge except that which he has willed. His kursi extends over the heaven and the earth, and he felt no fatigue in guarding and preserving them. And he is the most high, the most great. Okay, all right. So in this verse you can see God already said that he's only one. He doesn't depend on anything. He doesn't sleep. Okay, and he doesn't feel fatigue when he managed this world and also the heaven. And also he said that he's the one that create everything. So meaning when he create all of us human being, all of us, he's our true God. Okay. So when Allah, from this we know that okay, Allah is the true God. So how we say that, how we know that Islam is the true religion is because in the Quran is the only book, is the only scriptures that God sent, and God say that the name of the religion. If you open in other scriptures of religion, you will never find in the book that God say that I accept Christianity as my religion, I accept Buddhism as my religion, I accept Hinduism as my religion. There's no such verse in any scriptures. But in the Quran, there's so many verses, okay, where God say the only religion that He accept is Islam.
Surah Al-Ma'idah tau. Kan tu kan? Saya sempurnakan, aku sempurnakan agama.
Ada juga Surah Al-Ma'idah ada. See what did God say? Truly, the religion with Allah is Islam. Okay? So this is the word Islam. Inna dina indallah hil Islam. This is the word Islam. So God introduced his religion. Okay, the guidance that He sent to the to the Prophet, not just to Prophet Muhammad, but actually from all since the beginning of Prophet Adam. So the religion that he accepts is actually Islam. Okay. So anyone who accepts beside than Islam, okay, that is where God will say that he doesn't accept that. Okay.
I understand.
Right. But that doesn't mean that it is an end for you. Meaning as long as you're still alive, meaning you still have the chance. Okay?
Yes.
Right. So if you look in, just now I mentioned to you that if you go to any scriptures, there's no other scriptures that say about the name of the religion inside that.
Okay.
Only Islam only. Okay? So that is only what I would say that the simplest way how we want to know that Islam is the true religion of God, and how we Muslims say that. We can say that Islam is the true religion because why? Because God Himself say the name of the religion. Okay?
So is there actually something like a reading plan or something? What you
Reading plan?
Yeah, for reading the Quran.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, alright. Because the Quran was revealed according to the occasion. To make it simple for you, behind this there's an index.
Okay.
Okay. Like for example, you want to say about believe in the last day, right? Okay. So this is about the topic, the compulsory to believe in the last day.
Okay.
So this is 1:4. One is the first chapter. Okay, the chapter 1 and verse number 4.
Yeah, what we already
Yes, sir.
had.
So just now is 1:4. So what you do is you go to this number 2. Okay, so the first chapter. Alright, so this is number 1. Chapter 1, verse 4. Right. Okay, number 4. So what did it say? The only owner and the only ruling judge of the day of recompense. Recompense means during the judgment day.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, in Islam, God said that whatever that we do, we will be accountable. That's why one of the wisdom that we can understand why God create the judgment day is because in this world we cannot have 100% justice.
Yes. Okay.
So that's why we will need to be accountable. We will be questioned during judgment day. So for each things that we do, we will be questioned on that part. Okay. Alright. So this is for you.
Thank you.
So up until, do you have any question you want to ask?
Oh, I guess I have a good. I can ask her every time about the
Alhamdulillah.
things. Yes.
Cerita sikit yang surah Al-Fatihah tu yang ada 16 kali ayat kan.
Okay, alright.
Pasal Yahudi dengan Muslim kan.
You know, as a Muslim, you know that we Muslim, we pray 5 times a day.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, in our prayer, we will recite one compulsory chapter. It is the first chapter.
Oh, yes, and
Right.
from her.
So if you look on the first chapter, because she asked me to explain to you about the first chapter. The first is at the right.
Okay, I understand.
In the
The first one.
Yeah.
The first chapter. Okay, first chapter.
Oh, you mean, and I understand. Yes.
Okay, this one. Surah Al-Fatihah, the first chapter itself, is already summarized what is the message about this Quran actually. Okay? So what is the main message about the Quran? It's already been summarized in these 7 verse. Okay? So if you can see, the first is to say that in the name of Allah, meaning that the true God is Allah, and He has a criteria of that He is eternal, eternally merciful and also merciful. Okay.
The magnetic fish you buy in the Islamic arts.
Yeah.
Bismillah. Is the meaning of
The meaning.
Okay. Can you put it inside your? And can you give me the German PDF?
Oh, yeah,
This
okay.
thing?
Well, you can scan. You have to scan?
boleh buat. Boleh
Can you
sentuh, kan?
scan this,
Boleh, boleh.
please? Because I don't have the phone.
Lepas tu scan lepas tu hantar kita je.
Boleh? Tak, akak scan nanti dia akan bawa pada satu website. Akak boleh Okay, akak boleh hantar link your website ni.
Link dia.
Sebab dalam ni. Okay.
Sekejap. Siapa tak link?
Okay. Link rasa kat ni.
Ke
Tu akak punya tu bawah tu. Tu.
Oh ni. Okey, copy.
Copy boleh bagi kat
hantar
dia.
dekat dia. Okey, saya hantar dekat dia.
Yep.
Kan nak betul-betul.
Cuba akak bagi kat yang tadi tu.
Belakang lagi. Saya dah tutup dah tadi.
Tak apa.
Saya dah tutup dah. Okey.
I don't know how to open.
Jadi
What
Okay.
do you want me? Yeah?
Here there's a 3 type of it. So you can, if let's say you to make it easy, you can. We have the PDF form, audio form, and website. So to make it easy, you can just click the website. So there's a type of language. So you can put German. Okay. So it will direct to so this is the German.
Oh, okay.
So here they have the whole chapter of the Quran. I think so. Yeah, okay. So for example, let us try to choose the first chapter.
Dah balik mula. Tapi kau kan dia kan lagi ni. Tapi pagi.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Okay.
And yeah. Thank you for. Where is it? Inside. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes, I will read and.
Dan kalau ada soalan dia boleh hantar apa? Dia boleh
No, if you have, I mean, if let's say you have any question, I mean, you can just ask. I can give you my card number.
dia nak balik bulan depan tapi dia pergi Indonesia esok.
Oh, you will go to Indonesia?
Yes.
No.
Dia dah
Which part of Indonesia?
Jakarta.
Jakarta.
dia nak
Okay.
pergi Vietnam, dia balik Jerman 3 bulan lah kena.
Okay, okay. So this is my phone number. After you, if possible, you WhatsApp me first, and then I will give you my latest email because this is not my actual current email.
understand.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you and have a nice
Okay.
day.
Have a nice day. May Allah bless you, insyaAllah.
I mean the pamphlet any information.
Oh yeah.
Tapi tak ada dalam bahasa Jerman.
Tak ada. But jarang nak jumpa orang Jepun.
Kalau Quran dekat masjid pun tak ada bahasa Jerman dekat masjid negara.
Bye. I will take this one, of course.
Okay, alright. Thanks. Have a nice day. Okay.